Here we have the Harbor Freight Doyle 6-inch Hitch Vise. It's a new product. Hasn't been, well, at least for Harbor Freight, hasn't been out for long. It seems to be pretty good quality. I have not used it yet. I'm going to do a few tests, and we're going to see whether or not this thing is a giant piece of crap, or perhaps it is one of the kind of Harbor Freight gems, because you know they've got a lot of junk, but they've also got a few things that are actually decent. Initial impressions: the build quality looks fine, the casting looks good. One of the nice things I like about this is it's got these set screws on the top and on the sides, so if you put this in your receiver and you've got the hot dog and a hallway going on, you can back those set screws out and get a nice tight fit. It's also got the elongated shank, which does two things. It gives you more bite, so you can bite bigger things, and it also can help keep your work surface or your work area away from the bumper, because really that's the drawback of a hitch vise, is that you're doing stuff so close to paint and that. But all right, we'll put it in the truck and we'll do a couple tests. All right, you see here, she's wallered out. Not really, but it's just, it's loose fitting so that you can adjust the set screws. It takes an 8mm Allen. Adjust it in both directions. And you just do it till she's tight, I guess. There. Much better. And you could probably dink with that for a while, but I'm not going to. That's tight enough for me. Don't forget your safety chains. If you haven't seen one of these going down the road yet, just wait. It'll happen. This is going to be the new thing. My first and hopefully only complaint with this is the obvious problem. It's way down here. This is definitely below comfortable work level. That's just the compromise, I guess, for this type of setup. I know that some people out there have made extensions, offsets, and rises for these, so this could get up to a proper work height and be clear of the tailgate. I'm probably going to make one of those in the future if I do indeed use this enough to make it worth my time. You'll see it's got removable jaws, a nice flat surface that works really well for a step, even though it clearly says not a step. Not sure why. Harbor Freight says that this has a 5-inch throat. It's never enough. But we will see. We'll get out the tape measure. All right, so she's bottomed out right there. Actually, not even 5 inches. We're at 4 3/4. And it probably depends on the truck, depending on how your hitch is set up. This could probably go back a little more, but on a 5th gen half-ton Ram, you're only going to get 4 3/4. Now it's got the flat jaws, and it's also got pipe jaws built into the casting. So if you look there, you'll see that it's got an upper pipe jaw for 1/2-inch piping, and the lower pipe jaw is supposed to accommodate up to 3 1/2. I do like that you can put your crock on this thing and really get it tight. It's worth noting that this vise also comes with notches if you wanted to mount this to a fixed bench. I would say that that's probably not ideal for this. This thing doesn't swivel, so if you mount it to a fixed bench, you're going to be in that one stationary position. Keep in mind that you can also rotate this 90 degrees and have it vertical. And we may do some testing with that as well. Not that you would ever need that, but just in case. 60,000 PSI ductile iron is what this is made out of. Don't know if that's good or bad. And they also state that this has 7,700 pounds of clamping force. And I've got a good idea of how we can test that. First, we'll do the basic stuff. I'm going to put some pipes in there, some wood in there, and see how well she holds. We will start with the old 2x4. We're just going to put it right in the center, and we're going to give her hell. Boy, that bites down pretty good. Don't worry, I put my steel toe inserts in my Crocs this morning. So there is a lot of play laterally. The jaws are not slipping whatsoever. It's the slide in the receiver. There's also a little bit of play between the jaws and the slide. But the teeth, the jaws, they're locked in. Let's try a longer piece of wood. Let's see if the boys at Doyle know anything about mechanical advantage. Leverage overcometh. Let me see if I can get that a little tighter. That was too easy. Oh yeah, got a quarter turn on it. Got a whole turn on it almost. Try that again. Yeah, the wood is actually giving way. I don't know if that's completely the fault of the vise. It is bearing down on that wood. It ate into it pretty good. I still expected a little bit better. Let's try one more time. Come on, baby. Show them what you got. Put your purse down and turn the damn handle. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess the vise is okay. It didn't let go. Now I gotta get a new 2x4. All right, let's try some pipe. My pipe selection's not great. And my testing procedure's probably not great either. What we're gonna do, what do I have here? 3/4 inch CPVC. This is not what you'd want to test this on, but you know, they make threaded PVC and this could be relevant to some. So all we're gonna do is see if we can put the pipe wrench on there and it not spin inside the jaws. I think I brought a gun to a knife fight with this pipe wrench. Yeah, she's turning. I didn't want to pinch it too much. let's just squeeze the hell out of it. That's terrible. Don't use this for PVC. It's breaking the PVC before it's spinning in the vise, in the jaws, which is good, I guess. Oh, well. Had a pretty good bite on it in there. So this is the wrong tool for this job. Let's try it on some metal. Here we have some 1 3/4 inch material. Let's see if she'll turn. Let's get her tight first. Well, that's pretty tight. It's spinning a little bit, but man, it is biting tight. I mean, I'm pushing down the whole truck. Get a little tighter. Grab. Now, if you're a roustabout, this isn't the tool you're going to use. But if all you're doing is some light stuff, you're going to get it tight enough. But it does not grab this hard enough that I can't spin it, which is worth noting. This is not a professional grade vise by any means. Okay, so doesn't keep the pipe from spinning. Check out the damage. Pretty sure we bent it. So the thing's not perfect. I didn't have to try that hard to get it to not hold, which is why you buy a vise. But it's really hard to quantify or calculate how much pressure I was applying or how much torque I was applying to spin in those jaws. Does it hold 7,700 pounds? I don't really have a good way of knowing, but I have an idea. I'm going to take a tow strap, I'm going to pinch it in here, and I'm going to see if we can drag that truck that's probably close to 6,000 pounds. Is that a real world application? Nope, but I don't have all of Project Farm's gizmos. So we got to do things the old school way and just improvise. So let me go get a tow strap, and I'm going to back up to that Chevy, and we're going to see how far we can pull it without it slipping. Okay, I know this is kind of stupid, but that is a 6,000 pound vehicle, and this is supposed to have a grip strength of 7,700 pounds. So let's just see if I can pull it without this slipping. I have to choke up on this a little bit. Now, I'm not going to wrap this around or hook it on the vise. I'm literally just going to bite down on it. And I'll just throw this tail in the bed. Probably worth noting, what's this strap rated to? 6,000 pound rated capacity on the strap. Well, I'd be shocked if this strap breaks before this truck moves or before the vise slips. All right, she's in neutral. She should roll. Let me know if it starts to slip, would you? going to try to watch in here at the same time. Pretty sure she's rolling. Well, hell yeah. Nice job, Doyle. Really resisting the temptation to say, oh, Doyle rules. Because it doesn't really. Not yet. Did not slip one bit. All right, I'd say it passed that test with relative ease. Okay, so there's one more thing that I'm going to do with the vise, and it's really the reason I bought it. I didn't just buy it to have on the back of the truck. I bought it for the versatility. We're going to quickly whip up a little receiver on our bench, and we will be able to use this as a portable hitch vise or a portable shop vise, just with a quick pin swap. So let's get this thing back inside, and we'll work on that, and we'll see how good that is. So having the hitch vise is nice, but unless you're just using it every single day, you're probably not going to leave it on the truck. And you have a couple options. You can just set it on the floor or throw it in the bed. I'm going to take advantage of needing a decent, nothing crazy, just helping hand type of vise in this building. And so what we'll do, we're just going to take one of these weld-on receiver pieces that you can get at Harbor Freight for a few bucks, and we're going to weld it to some angle iron. We're going to bolt it directly to that shop table over there. So I'm not going to show you that whole thing. I'm going to get this metal ground down and weld it up real quick, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Started by grinding the top side of this flush. That way when we weld our angle iron onto it, it's flat all the way across. Obviously pay attention to your hole orientation if you want to take use of the hitch pin. Now I just got to tack it up or weld it up, whatever. All right, we're going to be melting this together with the old Deco Pro. We're running on 110 input. The output is irrelevant. I know where it melts stuff pretty good. This is an 1/8 inch angle. This looks like quarter, maybe? I don't know how thick that is. We'll be using a 1/8 inch 7018. I've got lots of usage out of this old Deco. Made a few videos on it if you're interested. We won't go into the details here. We'll leave a link if you're interested. Cue the sparkles. So my welds underneath are pretty ugly. But you can see it penetrated well. It'll be plenty strong. I'm going to pop a few holes in this for our bolts to go through. I did a crappy job centering that. Oh well. All right, we punched 4 holes in it. I was going to use some bolts, but couldn't find the right length. So we're just going to run some lag screws into it for now, or lag bolts, whatever you want to call it. Knock the surface thrust and mill scale off. Gonna hit it with a quick little coat of black. She'll be ready to test. All right, we put the lipstick on her. And we're gonna mark our holes. Completely dead. God dog it. All right, so there you go. She's bolted on there now. For an extra, I don't know, $10 in parts and half an hour of welding and bolting, you can make your portable bench vise, or sorry, your portable bumper vise, a portable bench vise. Let's see. So, not the strongest probably in the world, but need to adjust those set screws, but that'll work. That will work. All right, so is it the best vise in the world? Nope. But for 120 or 130 bucks, whatever it is a good sized, well-performing vise that you can throw on your bumper, slide it in your bench, and I'm sure it will hold up just fine. So you'll probably see me use this in other videos. If it breaks along the way, I'll let you know. Thanks.